Yo, it's the In Between the Lines podcast. I'm Shamar. That's Jay. Welcome back to another episode. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Jay.
No, bro.
What's going on, brother?
Another week, man.
You know what the day is?
What's the day, bro?
Today is NFL kickoff day.
Oh, yeah.
The season has officially started.
I wasn't ready.
You wasn't ready?
No, my man told me yesterday. He's like, the Hall of Fame game is coming up tomorrow night. I'm like, what? Already? Like, I wasn't that dialed in yet. Y'all really don't get dialed into third, fourth preseason game, up to opening night. But, yeah, that shit caught me off guard.
It only caught you off guard because you know what?
What's that, bro?
The Eagles got the best roster in football.
You really want to start this shit already?
The Eagles got the best roster in football.
Hey, bro, you're early, bro.
Yeah, I ain't going to say we're going to win it,
Okay.
but right now we have the best roster. I think this is the best I've seen any team ever be since your Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, my. Bro, you know how big that statement is, bro?
That is. Now, again, it comes with you have to win the bowl and everything, but far as off-season moves, off-season trade, off-season acquire, a draft, and the pieces that you've been, like, I haven't seen this complete team in a long time. Like, the 49ers was a complete team, but they were kind of lacking on defense a little bit as far as players. The backfield was lacking. The cornerbacks and safeties, they were mean up front, the linebackers and D-line, but the weak spot was that. The Eagles, man, they done got from the rooter to the tutor, as they used to say. Everything is in place for them. Like, it's nothing but Super Bowl loss.
Super Bowl bust?
Yeah, Super Bowl bust.
You really going to say that right now?
Right now, looking at, that's what I just said. This is the best roster I've seen a GM put together in a long time.
Well, let me wake the fuck up, because
I'm for real. Like, you think about it. You drop that phone again.
You know why? Every time you say some shit,
I'm for real. Like, you
my
think
shit
about
go
it.
trembling.
Safety position, sold up. Linebacker position is okay. D-line, sold up. You go over to the kicker, sold up. Go to the offense.
You gonna put the kicker in this?
It's a complete team.
Oh, shit, bro.
Now you go to the kicker returner, sold up. You go to the offensive line, sold up. You go to the running back, sold up. You go to the wide receiver, sold up. You go to the tight end, sold up. You go to the quarterback, sold up. And where is the weakness at?
Your head coach will sell out.
No, he's not the offensive coordinator. New offensive coordinator, sold up. New defensive coordinator, sold up. Like, this team right now on paper, and I'm admitting on paper.
Glad you said that.
Everything is in place.
Glad you said
I have never seen, since your Dallas Cowboys of the 1990s, everything in place perfectly.
I can go now.
You can go.
Cause I'm gonna lie, bro. You threw me off. I didn't think you wanted to start.
I'm just saying, like, you look at
Talking
Seattle,
about no football.
You look at Seattle, they was good on, the defense was done. The defense carried them. Baltimore, the defense carried them. You could even go to the greatest show on turf. That was an offensive thing.
They had a solid defense.
They had a solid defense, but it wasn't
big names.
It wasn't big names. It was just, they was just so dominant on, like the Chiefs.
I cannot believe you want to start this show piping the fucking Eagles the way you are on Super Bowl and bust, and we about to play the fucking exhibition Hall of Fame game.
I'm excited, man. The fever is here.
Oh, Lord.
Football is back.
Yeah, you got a fever.
And I'm ready. Next, tell me.
I think he's under the weather, people.
Think about it.
I don't have much argument on a roster, but if I got a pushback, I'm going to say, number one, your head coach ain't it. He's not it. Secondly is, I did hear rumblings about Kellen's more offense and the adjustment that your receivers and Jalen Hurts have to make now. And if Jalen Hurts can not only stay healthy, but make it to the third read within Kellen Moore's offense, then you got a shot to make that argument, because in my opinion,
the argument is still there. The team is there. Again, the execution, why I say I have to wait for the execution. On paper, from top to bottom, from the head coach, offensive coordinator, down to the kick returner and the kicker, Everything is in place.
Well, I'm gonna say the loss of Fletcher Cox, your now defensive front four is now overrated. Jordan Davis ain't it.
Jordan Davis is the man.
It's not it. He hasn't. I picture like this. This need to be a big year for him because he has a big role to fill.
Year.
And they need him to play more. Don't play. He didn't play a lot first 2 years. Not only for injuries.
This is going to be a 3-4, so he ain't going to play. He's going to play his position, but he's just there. He's just there. Like last year was a 3-4 mug, basically a 4-3. That's not him. He's a 3-4 big guy to stop the run and get in there and let the guys, Jalen Carter and all these other guys, Jalen Hunt, all them guys, man.
Well, let's not forget your linebackers is still a weakness as well.
No, not in the 3-4.
So with saying that,
not in the 3-4.
The weakness of your defense is actually up the middle. Yeah.
Not now, though.
Especially going to a 3-4 and the inexperience of Jordan Davis. Now, and Fletcher Cox, again, retired from football.
Yeah. But you still got Barron and Graham.
But no, in saying this, one thing about Kellen's more offense, he led the NFL in scoring twice as offense coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
But he had a very good quarterback. Let's be clear.
Oh, who was that?
Dak Prescott. Here we go. Better than Jalen Hurts. Does everything better than Jalen Hurts other than run the read option. He throws the ball better than Jalen Hurts. Mm-hmm. He threw for over 5,000 yards last year, 36 touchdowns, second in league in MVP voting. He does everything better than Jalen Hurts.
Does he win better?
That's a team thing.
That's not a team thing.
That is a team thing.
It's not a team thing.
That is a team thing. It's 11 guys on field. You got to win together.
When you got them, now let's be honest here.
That's what I'm saying.
Last drive.
I need you to be honest.
Last drive of the game. Who you taking to get you down there?
That can get me down there.
Who are you taking to get you down there?
I'm taking Dak Prescott.
You going to foul because he throws an interception all the time, bro.
Bro, your man damn near led the league in interceptions last year.
Okay,
Mine had 9.
Okay, and then he had him the year before.
Okay, that's one bad year. Now, you always talking that outlier shit. You look at his career, he do not turn the ball over.
I look at his career, when the game's on the line, it costs him. I look at Jalen Hurts' career, when the game is on the line, he step up.
Well, and if you look at his career, when it comes to turnover football, Jalen Hurts damn near has more turnovers than Dak Prescott, and your man has played less years. You can look at that. Do your thing. Do your thing. Look at that.
That's not true.
Your man fumble a lot, bro.
He don't fumble a lot.
Oh, you might want to research that one, my bro. But in your argument about the Eagles' potential and the roster, ain't no real pushback there because I'm going to say Howie Roseman, he's aggressive. He definitely a risk taker, man. And he's trying to be competitive every year, and I respect that, man. I do feel like he feels a sense of urgency every year in trying to put a roster together for the Eagles to compete for world championship. Howie Roseman, I gotta gain some respect, man. Has to go out. He's turned into a good GM after that one off year where Chip Kelly was the fuck here and that shit went haywire. He definitely redeemed himself, made a name for himself throughout the league, and one of the better executives in the NFL when it comes to being a GM. I gotta acknowledge that.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what I say. Like, I understand the game's got to be played. I definitely understand that.
That's Saquon Barkley. That deal right there, man, within a division, as a Dallas Cowboy fan, that is fucking huge. That's a blow to the whole division. Because of the versatility, he can run in between the tackles. He got the speed, the ticket, the distance, man. He's a good receiver out the backfield. Within the division, man, I think that may be the separation going against any team in the NFC East.
So going in, your guy has 101 turnovers for his career.
Totally, I got it.
And Jalen Hurts has 45.
You be on them red sites. I gotta check.
Nah, I'm just
trying to get to my shit.
He's had 2 years where he only had single-digit turnovers. Every other year was
who's that?
That.
Okay.
His first year he had 8, second year 16, third year 14, fourth year 13, fifth year 7, 6, 16, 16, and he had 11 last year. 9 interceptions, 3 fumbles, I guess.
Now, look at your man stats last year. It's funny, turning over.
I told you.
I mean, you have those quarterback. I mean, I get that. I don't think they define you, though. Because you got to look at the body of work when it comes to a quarterback.
So you look at him, you look at Jalen, it was 6 the first year, 11 one year, then 8 next year, and then he just had this odd year of 20.
That's what Dak Prescott the year before. That's how it was. He had one of those years. That happens, man, to the best. So I don't think fairly you can say, all right.
I'm just going off what you told me.
No, that's fine. But when it comes to head-to-head matchups, yeah, Dak is better. That's not a slight for Jalen. Jalen still got some growth. Yeah. So again, my man is turning 31. Your man is turning 26. So I mean, the experience does matter.
Yeah, and what we've experienced is he folds in the big moment.
Well, I'll say this too, since you want to keep trying to hammer down that point. Dak Prescott owns the Philadelphia Eagles when it comes to head-to-head matchups throughout his career.
What does it matter?
It kills your point. Because,
No, it doesn't.
No, because he got to face y'all twice, and if he do what he do, he gonna beat y'all twice.
What's his record against the Eagles since Jalen Hurts has been a starter?
You can look at that.
I think it's 2-2 or something.
No, you might want to. Yeah, you might want to.
Yeah, we beat y'all. We beat y'all what?
It might be 3-2. Dak 3-2.
All right, well, that's still nothing crazy.
Well, I mean, if you're just looking at the rivalry, Dak owns the Eagles. He owns the division. So it ain't just the Eagles.
Okay. If you want to say that, I can't argue that.
Yeah, I mean, well, they numbers. They don't lie. But anyway, back to, since you brought up football, I'm going to talk about my team a little bit and my issues.
Okay.
That I got acknowledged. That fucking Jerry Jones.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a love-hate thing what I got for that motherfucker. Get on my fucking nerves, bro.
Why?
First of all, you the richest motherfucker in football. Let's be clear. But you the goddamn cheapest. Take care of your crib, bro.
Can't afford them.
Yes, you can.
Can't afford them.
Yes, you can. Bro, first of all, stop it. I'm going to take your Eagles. How many guys you making over $20 million on your team?
It's a lot.
We can do it too. We don't have a lot. We only got like 3 right now as actively. Technically.
I don't know.
So in saying that, every team can afford it. You just got to move some numbers around. And you already got a surplus of $12 million. You can make that shit work. You can make it work. So in saying that, I'll take.
How can you make $12 million work for 3 people?
It's
Ain't it
how-
3? Ain't it 3 people y'all got?
It's really 2. Mike is not even eligible yet. Technically, he's not eligible. He's just on the 4th year of his deal. That's when you can start contract negotiations. But Cowboys got his right for the next 3 years if they wanted to play hardball with
Y'all
him.
got $13 million.
Yeah, good money. When you stretch that out,
How are you going to sign a $50 million quarterback with $13 million?
when you stretch it out and restructure, like you can put a lot of that up front in the first 2 years of contract and make the last back end of the contract voidable years.
I understand that, but you still need cap space to do that. Like, you only have 13, so if you put it up front, that means you really got to have the money.
No, you're mortgaging your fucking future. That's what all NFL teams do.
I get that, but with $13 million,
It can be done.
it can't be.
You out of your mind, bro. How you think everybody else doing it?
I understand what everybody was doing, but you only have literally $13 million after people done restructured already.
Now, you know the way the cap works. Now, if Dak Prescott signed a contract tomorrow, right now he's guaranteed $54 million this year if he plays. If you give him a 4-year or 5-year deal, say worth $200-something million, you're guaranteeing maybe 120 of that, 130 of that. Once you structure that out, that's easy money because your cap keeps going up every year, and you got people coming off the books every year.
Who's
And
coming off the books that's making a lot of money?
this year already came off the books.
Yeah, well, you only got $13 million, so much nobody came off the book.
Well, no, you had quite a few. Doris Armstrong came off the books, making $8 million last year. Tyron Smith came off the books, making $13 million last year. That's 21 right there, Mark. It's how you move these pieces around. That's why I'm making a point. If you look at how you think Howie Roseman is doing this shit,
I mean, I understand what you're
he's
saying.
moving the money around.
But
He's moving. What did Jalen Hurts make per year?
right now, I think he makes like 45.
You sure it ain't like 51 this year?
I don't think so.
I think the first 2 years like 51 averaging. Now, take AJ Brown. What is he averaging per year? 32 million?
25. Yeah, he's at 51.
Right, like I said. So, bro, AJ Brown at 32 per year.
Okay.
Devontae Smith is at what? 28. So what I'm trying to tell you, it can be done. That's just 3 people. Saquon Barkley get another 15. It can be done.
Then who's after that?
What about your
The
top?
lineman?
Yeah, he just re-upped. Dickerson? Pause. The guard? It's his fucking name. You gotta pause that. But he just got a new deal. The point I'm making, it can be done. Cowboys want to play hardball, and where they screw themselves is the longer you wait on these deals to get made, this deal's being done. That now pushes the price tag up especially somebody like CeeDee Lamb, who's been in the league 4 years, has gotten better every year. Led the NFL damn near in every receiving category last year. Why are you making him argue for his bread? It's stupid, man. Because if you would have signed him last year, which you should have did, you could have got him. The biggest contract was Tyreek Hill, a guaranteed $30 million per year. If you would have brought CD in at maybe a salary of 32, being the highest paid player last year,
He didn't deserve to be the highest paid player last year.
it's what you got to anticipate that's going to happen. The market's only going to keep going up.
Yeah, but you didn't anticipate him having. That was his best year last year.
That's every play. Did you anticipate AJ Brown having a down year and still getting a new contract? This is how you got to think. He had a subpar year considering the money he just got. The year before, the Super Bowl year run was better for him. Technically, come on, Mark.
Yeah, but he was still considered a top 5 wide receiver.
Okay, my man was considered the top last year.
You said give him a contract last year before the season.
Yeah, because
But he wasn't even considered a top then though.
bro, he was arguably a top 5, top 10 wide
He wasn't
receiver.
top 5.
Here's the point: if you smart with your bread, you can see this bull continue to grow every game. Not every season, every game. If you know the hit is coming and the market's going up, you pay that man. How we just did that with AJ? He wasn't due yet, but from what he saw, Justin Jefferson about to get his bread. That's going to juggernaut the whole market. The man is at $35 million per year playing wide receiver. That's insane. That's the highest contract outside of the quarterback position. I'm not going to say he don't deserve it. It's a physical game. But at the end of the day, if that's where the market is pushing, Cowboys, you should have been paid CeeDee Lamb because they're in the same draft class. And again, CeeDee was drafted before Justin Jefferson.
Well, we talking about contracts, and one of the things that I love, you know what I mean, not only because it's the Dallas Cowboys, but I like the fact that they're holding out Dak to not pay him. I think it takes balls from these GMs, and they need to do it to stop paying these guys on what they're guessing they're going to be worth and actually what you're worth. Dak has enough body of work to show you what he is or what he isn't. If you make a decision to do it, you make a decision to do it. But in order to do that, I think GMs need to actually stick up and be more conducive of not signing players. Like, let them go. Like, you could have let who just got contracts
On what team?
Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
You ain't have to resign him. Who's the other one that got signed? Right before him.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Didn't have to sign him.
The other contract, big contract, was quarterback position. All these shits just happen
It just
like
be
back to back.
It'd be regular quarterbacks getting overpaid money. And I think GMs need to stick their foot down and actually be like, nah, and reset the market and be like, this ain't it.
Well, I mean, you can try to play hardball, but you're gonna lose.
I don't think so.
Well, I mean,
What
that's
team
what
loses?
you're risking. That's what you're risking.
What team loses
Well, picture
in
like
the
this.
NFL as far as financially?
Well, that's the way you're looking at it, but understanding where that puts your team and pushes them back further.
No,
And
I
if
don't
you
think
look
so. I think because to me, my philosophy is the younger the team, the better you can go with just getting them fly by quarterback. I think my proven example is the outside of somebody like Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes, who's excellent. Patrick Mahomes, the GOAT, like I told you, he was going to be. But outside of those guys, most of the Super Bowl winners are in their first year of the contract before they get paid. Lately,
Some, but you still need a proven winner to quarterback position because that's.
I think you just need a solid quarterback play with a good team. If you got solid quarterback,
Yeah,
play
but
with
that
a good
solid
team,
quarterback is going to make 45, 50 million. That's what the market.
no,
is
but you
set
can
at.
let them go. That's what I'm saying.
Right, yeah,
You can keep resetting that and bringing in new. You just got to think ahead. You look at what Jordan Love doing. Like
That's the one. That's the third one that just got the new
Yeah,
money.
like, does he deserve that off of 1 year?
Nope.
Like, come on, this is what I'm saying. Like,
That's how it go. And the money's there, Mark. The money is there.
no, the money is there for the quarterback, but as you see at your team, so some teams is going to hinder him.
I
And
picture
it's
you
going to
like
continuously hinder him because the salary cap ain't going to go up to match with the price that people get.
I picture you like this. Whether it's Jordan Love, Tua Tagovailoa, Dak Prescott. If the market is there where it warrants their pay, and as much as you like money, there's no way you take less. There's no way you're not going. If that's you, Mark, I don't see you doing that as much as you talk about money. I don't see you taking less because It's already proven that you've shown I'm a solid NFL quarterback. I might ain't win a Super Bowl, but I'm a solid NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
My numbers, hold on. My numbers show that. And my market value is at $55 million right now. So I'm not going to let the team that I play for, and don't get me wrong, the team I love, this team that drafted me, devalue me. I don't think personally, especially as a competitor, you going to let an organization devalue you when you know where the market is at, Mark.
Yeah, you know what the market is at, but that you just don't deserve it because the market is. That's why I said GMs need to stick up and put their foot down. If you truly believe that these players ain't worth it, don't do it.
Okay,
don't just do the status quo. If you asking me, am I Dak Prescott or if I'm Jerry Jones?
No, if you next up to get paid, period.
I'm gonna ask for what I can get. Yeah,
the market already set. Okay, wait.
The market is set, but it's whether the owner wants to pay me. Now, if I'm Jerry Jones, then no, I don't want to pay you, and I'll move on to another one. That's why I got the young boy from the 49ers.
I'm a Trey Lance.
Yeah,
he's stinking it up right now in practice. I'm dead ass. But be honest, this is strictly for you. This is a decision you got to make.
As a who? As an owner or as a player?
As a quarterback.
Okay.
The market is projected for you to make $55 million per year.
Mm-hmm.
The team wants to offer you $48 million per year.
Mm-hmm.
Are you taking that?
No.
So this is the point that I'm making. It's easy for the outside for us to be like, man, he don't deserve all that. He ain't good enough, this, that, and third. But it's a personal decision because you're talking about valuing that individual. There's nobody going to take less money if they know their value, Mark.
No, that's not true.
Who the fuck is doing that?
You can go back.
I know my worth.
You can go back to with the Pittsburgh Steelers running back. He thought he should have got paid more than what they were offering him. He sat out a year and lost the money. He tried to do it, and this is the same thing they did with Le'Veon Bell is what they should do with quarterbacks. This is what I'm going to pay you. If you don't want it, you can go ahead and try to go somewhere else and pay it. Yeah, it's going to be another team to pay you that. That doesn't mean I have to pay you that.
That is correct. But
so
that's what I'm saying. You the athlete though. Are you taking less?
Right. So
yes or no?
It'll be a question. If I want to leave to this great situation that I'm in and go to a bad team and make big money, that's the situation you got to think of. So if I was in that situation, I would have to see, well, what other teams is offering me. If it's a bum team offering me
more money,
$60 million versus the Cowboys offering me 50, I might stick with the Cowboys because my chances of winning are great. All that is dependent on it.
Yeah, this is why I'm asking you that. So when you talking as an owner.
Yeah, when I'm talking as an owner, that's what I'm saying. Like, these GMs shouldn't pay them. Like, I don't care. As a player, you can want what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it's what somebody's actually willing to pay you. I can want $100 million a year. You can think I'm worth $100 million a year. If I'm not willing to pay you, it don't matter what I think. It's a matter of what the person who wants to pay me that is. Now, if the Dallas Cowboys don't want to pay me, then he has to go to somebody else who might be a lesser team and make more money.
Well, in Dak Prescott situation, he has all the leverage. He has a no trade clause in his contract. He'll be an unrestricted free agent. And at the end of the day, he knows.
Yeah, where would he go?
Wait. He knows he will get the big money. He knows.
Where?
He'll look good in Seattle. He'll look good in the Giants. Yeah, these are teams that need a quarterback.
Right, but they're
Raiders.
They're bad teams. That's what I said. You have to weigh that in.
This is why I'm saying to you, this is a decision you have to make. Do you want to be devalued? Because at the end of the day, hold on. You got a short career. It's football.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that if my market value's at 60, if I got to go to the Raiders and they want to pay me $60 because that's where my market value's at, I'm leaving. I'm going to the Raiders.
But again, you're looking at the Raiders wanting to pay you that.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just make that
somebody's going to pay you that.
Like, we don't know that.
Mark, okay, let's put a little perspective on this. If Tua can get 55 motherfucking million a year and barely can stay healthy, what the fuck Dak Prescott should be asking for if the market start at 58 for him? This nigga ain't that. But look where the market's at that allows him to get that. But they can
also look at the team. They also could look at it. Like, you could end up in a situation like Russell Wilson, where you went and took all the great money for an organization that's not ready, and you're going through all that. So again, you can stand to your side of somebody willing to pay you that, but your team might not be as good.
Oh well, because everybody on that team has to be looking at that value at some point when them contract negotiations come up.
I'm not saying that's a problem. I'm saying there's a problem with teams get into the rut of just paying them just because they're there already. No, be able to stand your ground and move on to keep your team at a prize level. I think if I was Jerry Jones and Jerry Jones' son, I would let that go and sign CeeDee Lamb and keep my core players there and get a quarterback in at a cheaper price to keep my team intact.
Okay.
I would do that.
Okay, now in saying that, here's why that's not a good argument. Because I thought about letting Dak go, but looking at the performance of Trey Lance thus far, day 5 with pads on, this nigga can't even throw straight. If you look at how he's physically built, this nigga look like a video game custom fucking quarterback. Getting out on the field, bro, he can't read the fucking defense. He's having footwork problems in the pocket because he was always a shotgun guy in college. The adjustment has been hard for him. So in saying that, if you are the Dallas Cowboys, you got some great pieces already on your team. You got Micah, who ain't hit his prime yet. You got CeeDee Lamb, who ain't hit his prime yet. You got a solid offensive line. You got a decent defense. You have to say, you know what, to stay competitive, because I'm in a down division. Only threat in our division is the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's be clear. If you're the Dallas Cowboys, and you won a division last year, and your quarterback, in a rivalry standpoint, owns the Philadelphia fucking Eagles from a head-to-head battle. So in saying that, I'm like this. Let me get this boy's motherfucking money so we can move on with this shit. And I'm saying that because if I do not sign him and he goes somewhere else, that's cool and cool for him. But the reality is this, it pushes my franchise back how many years till I can find that next quarterback?
Nah, because you got the other boy too, though.
Who?
The one that came in for that.
He's not good. He wouldn't. Bro, he was a free agent last year. Nobody gave him a call but the Giants.
What's his name?
Cooper Rush.
Yeah, Cooper Rush.
The league don't think highly of him.
Well,
okay?
the league is wrong a lot of times.
Okay, bro, but you got this boy in the house. You would have gave him a shot to start. You wouldn't have picked up the deal to get Trey Lance. If that's the case.
Well, the Trey Lance was intriguing.
I mean, it is.
Like, I would have did it just because it's intriguing, but
exactly. Me too.
Cooper Rush, to me, is better than Trey Lance, right?
Right now, absolutely. From what I saw, and I'm saying that because San Fran made the investment in Trey Lance. You know, they spent all the draft picks to get him. So, yeah, we got a great deal. So, I would have took a look, too. That's like kicking tires on a car. I'm going to take that look. So, in saying that, and you know you approaching Dak last year. So, if I can develop this boy a little bit and he a little gem, or you see his upside, then I can roll the dice and maybe say, I'm not going to pay Dak Prescott. I'm going to let him hit the open market. Then see what he get out there, then come back and give him a contract offer to try to match that. Because Dak wants to stay in Dallas. Let's be clear. And the money is tax-free. That's big for these athletes, bro. Fucking huge. Same reason why J.J. Watt went to fuck the Arizona Cardinals, which nobody understood why, instead of playing with his brother in Pittsburgh. You know the PA fucking, you know the PA tax, goddamn it. He said, oh, hell no, I'm going to go to Arizona, tax-free, and then see all my money. I get all that. But in Dak's situation, Dak could come in around between 55 and 58 to remain a Dallas Cowboy, as long as his guarantee is in the first 3 years of his contract, and it comes in per year to where as though he's at least top 10 and highest paid.
Well, we'll see how it work out. You know what I mean? Because only time will tell.
It's the market.